Hello, welcome once again. This is another opportunity for you to enjoy the Funding University. My name is Byron.
And I'm Candace. Thank you for joining us. Really quick, I wanted to show you some of the things that are important when you have your program module set. Okay, so we talked a little bit about this before. We didn't really go into depth, but the funding to the max program will go into depth about all these elements. So of course you want to have your executive summary. You want to state who your organization is, your philosophy, your core objectives, your logic model, what your need is, and we talked about the need is based on what the community needs and what the statistics are in your community. You may even want to include things like a risk profile. Risk profile. You also want to include what your inputs are and what your outputs are. Okay, so what your initiatives are going to be, which may include your activities that you have planned, and then your probable results. Those would represent your outcomes. Okay, so just follow along here. Just put a nice little statistic here and a quote. So that's the first page. And like I said, you have the executive summary, and then you go a little bit deeper into it. You have the mission and the vision, and of course the goals. You have to have systematic goals, okay, for your program, because no one is trying to be. You're not trying to, I guess, accomplish something without having any goals. What's that quote? Failure to plan is a plan to fail. So that's not what we're doing here. So of course you have your philosophy, as I said before, and you want to highlight positive outcomes that you hope to obtain and achieve. Okay. Um, you also want to get some of the opinion. Oops, sorry for that. Popping up. You want to get some of the opinion of of the clientele that you serve. Okay, that always helps, and that's great to have on your board. You want to have a diverse group of people on your board. Okay, but this is basically what a program module consists of. Okay, like I said, you have your core objectives, and this is actually a program module that we wrote for the Fountain of Youth Center. And it tells you about the positive results for youth development and the negative results for youth development. And the need for life skills, especially right now in the time and age that we live in right now, things that are going on um, politically in our community. And of course, all these things are backed up with data and statistics, as we talked about previously in the Funding University class. So here you have substantiated evidence that shows my program is needed. Okay, it talks about the drug usage in the teen community. Okay, and it kind of breaks it down. And again, use those tools that we told you about to get your stats from. I always mess up on that word. Um, but yeah, use those tools like you want to use the U.S. Census Bureau, and you want to use Health and Human Services. I think the other one may have been Fact Check. I can't really remember, but I'm sorry, Fact Finder. That's right. But yes, and of course you have your activities, the activities that you have planned. Okay, and then you want to have your outcomes of these activities. Okay, so if you hope to serve 200 people, well, we want to know what are the measurables of how's your program going to affect those 200 people, and that's something that your funders are going to want to know. And the reason why I focus so much on having all this information, the preliminary information down, is because that's how you get funded through having a sound plan